Hello everyone and welcome back to a video here on my second channel where we will be checking out some of the cliffs for the Cliffs and Caves update. As you can see here on Minecraft.net, it says new mountain generation now in Bedrock beta, and this is something I would have loved to have covered over on the main channel, but unfortunately because this is in Bedrock it's kind of difficult to show you a lot of what's going on. So I'll discuss that in some more detail later on. Anyway, there's this post over here on the main website that kind of teases at some of the things. You've got some screenshots of the mountains as well, which I gotta say look absolutely gorgeous. We can appreciate that, I'm sure, but not too much else listed on here. You have to go to the feedback website in order to find out about the Minecraft beta version and have the change logs. And inside of here we will find some details about the mountains themselves. The thing that I really wanted to show you was all of the different sub-mountain biomes. And these are referred to as mountains even though it's the Cliffs update. So yeah, there'll be some interchanging wordplay there, I'm sure. Lofty peaks, snow-capped peaks, snowy slopes, mountain grove and mountain meadows. They sound fantastic, right? Unfortunately on Bedrock Edition we don't have spectator mode to fly around the world quickly. We can't use the locate biome command to find these straight away. We don't even have access to an F3 screen to tell us what biome we're in. So I've spent a lot of time going around trying to find one of these. It took me ages to find one. But other people have been sharing theirs over on Reddit, and this was shared by Red Adventure 11. The reason I want to show you this is because it's a before and after shot. So when we skip over to the next slide, you can see how the mountain has sort of been imposed on top of the existing terrain. If we pay attention to some of the trees down here, they seem to be in pretty much the same position, and then in the new Caves and Cliffs update you can see that the mountain has plastered itself kind of on top of the terrain itself. And it says in one of these posts a little further up that the work on this is not finished yet. We're seeing it in the beta stage, it's unfolding, and that they want to respect old players' worlds that are going to get upgraded to the Cliffs and Caves update. And so they're working hard to improve the biome blending. And it'll be interesting to see how that actually plays out. But anyway, we're going to jump into the Bedrock game itself now. And you can see one of the mountains right here. And this has got to obviously be one of the snowy ones. It's pretty cool. This is currently roughly above the cloud layer, although I turned the cloud rendering off. I've never been a fan of the clouds when you get up close to them in this game. You will see that there are goats up here, and in the future there will possibly be iceologers coming along as well. And it might be on Bedrock Edition that we actually get to see these new features before Java. Now we've already seen the goats, and if you go over to the main channel and look at the updates playlist, you can learn all about the 1.17 development. We saw this initially in Bedrock, and I don't think they've actually come over to Java Edition yet, have they? Anyway, they will spawn in these mountain biomes. And over here as well, you might notice that there's snow on the mountain. There is also the powder snow as well. So this is the regular snow, and the way in which I kind of spot it is that the sort of light blue and white texture is a little bit sharper, a little bit keener in an area like this, and that's because it is the powdered snow. You can see there it's not quite as smooth. Difficult to spot, but here's what I think is kind of disappointing. Where are my eyes? Oh, I've opened them. It's only one deep, and everywhere I've gone around here it's been one deep. So obviously you can freeze. Maybe you'll come over here with a bucket or some sort of tool to punch it out of the way, get rid of it. I would like to fly out of here now, thanks. But with it only being one deep, it doesn't feel like much of a trap. You're going to bring some leather boots to make your way to the top. You'll be a little bit weaker wearing those, fighting some opponents, possibly the Iceologer. But I feel like there should be traps you should be able to fall in. And maybe there is, but again, like, Bedrock Edition doesn't have spectator mode, so one of the things I wanted to do was fly around and analyze the ores in the mountain. And by the way, the mountains are generating no higher than Y256. I don't know, actually I do know how to tell how high we are. If we teleport myself to the same coordinate and then 256 on this axis, and the same coordinate again, we will see that this could potentially generate higher. So the highest they're going to generate is 256, and the world height has been increased to 320. In Bedrock, though, they haven't extended it downwards yet, and I'm sure that's going to come along later. Also, is that... Oh, I thought that might be an opening for a moment. That was stone, some sort of cliff or trap like I was describing a moment ago. You know, I think it'd be really cool to fall through the powdered snow into some pockets of open air. And as we fly around here, you'll notice that there is coal ore generating up this height. That's one of the reasons I wanted to go into Spectator, was to check out the ore generation. And now I kind of realised that you can't actually see the ores in Spectator, especially if you've got your eyes closed. While we're on the topics of ores, you can see the textures have been updated in this Bedrock beta as well. And I spent a long time teleporting around. I thought I found a couple of examples early on, but they were kind of tame and weak, and it took me a very long time to find this. So they are really quite rare, spaced out in the world. I mean, this is like thousands and thousands of blocks of teleporting. In fact, well, there you go, a big history of me doing tons of teleports all over the place trying to look for these things, and they are going to be rare by the looks of it, which I think is probably the right way to do. Makes it more unique, a place to travel out to. But as we learned earlier, there are 6 different types. No, sorry, 5, and we've only seen 1 of them here. So, you know, be on the lookout. I was hoping I could cover all of them and then put all of them onto the main channel, you know, do a proper showcase. But yeah, working with Bedrock is difficult. If there's one thing they could do, add the locate biome. Another one, spectator mode to fly around quickly. Those things would be fantastic. And also an F3 screen. But unfortunately, we don't have access to that stuff over here, so it's always tricky to cover it. And that's pretty much everything. So thanks for watching this video. And of course, if you want to get any of the information about all of the caves and cliffs updates so far, it's all on my main channel. So there'll probably be a link in the description box down below. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.